So everybody out there, this is Randall Ray with Home Depot, and she is a person that makes all this happen for us to get these massive exclusive discounts that Home Depot brings to real estate investors, flippers, remodelers, through the National REIA organization down to the local clubs.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. So at this point, you have created your HomeDepot.com account, and you've put in all of your information, but now we have to first add our REIA agreement code to reap the rebate benefits and everything like that. And so in order to do that, we'll go over to my account. I clicked on my name in the upper right-hand corner to our profile under account information. So this is under account details, account information. We'll go to our profile. And then here, this is where you can edit your phone and other information, and then keep scrolling down and you have your agreement code. Please note your agreement code is not NAT. This is just a generic one that I use. But this is where you will enter your REIA agreement code. You will want to check the box to apply this code to all existing payment methods, because this will also apply the code to all future payment methods, and click Save Changes. Confirm that yes, you want to apply to all. So I want to take you guys back up here and show you why that is important, because if we click on our name again and go into cards and accounts, we will see that each card has an agreement code attached to it. So if you don't follow that step, then you might have a card that's on your account but doesn't have the agreement code attached, and therefore any spending that you do with that card wouldn't count towards your rebate. So that is why that is so important, and this is where you can kind of verify that it's been completed correctly. So there are so many tools and resources available for you on our Home Depot Pro online experience. And I want to show you where I go and direct people to go, which is the Resource Center. It is truly a great place to get started. And I always recommend doing just that, clicking on the Getting Started, because this is going to walk you through all of the different tools that are available to you and everything that might come in handy. So it's going to talk you through your homepage, your account, and your shopping cart. You can also take different tours of the website and learn more about all of the features and functionality. So after you've ran through the Getting Started, I want to show you guys some of the step-by-step tutorials that we have available for you, because I will highlight a few during this call, but there will definitely be things that I've missed or you don't recall. And so this is a great place to come back when you have questions. So first and foremost, something that's an exclusive benefit to our Pro Online experience is being able to add and manage users. So this is great if you have people in your business that are making purchases for you. You can add them to your account as a purchaser only. And this takes you through a very detailed step-by-step process. And here it gives you the option to add them as a purchaser or add them as an admin. So obviously an admin would have more control and be able to make changes to the account, but the purchaser would really only be able to make purchases. Then they would get an email sent to them inviting them to join this account. They can be on multiple accounts, so that's not an issue if they have, a personal account already linked to their email address. They can switch back and forth. And this is where it even shows you where the status of the invitation is. And if you were to click on this action drop-down button, you will be able to resend the invitation if it got lost or in junk mail or anything like that. Here's a snapshot of the email that's sent, how they go to accept it. And just like I was saying, that's where you go to resend it. So before I continue, is there anything specifically, Angelique, that you'd like for me to address or go over?
Well, while we're in this section, maybe talk about some of the purchase history and tracking and QuickBooks download.
Perfect. So we'll go into purchase history. And this is where you can see all of the purchases linked to your account. and export. And you know what? It might be easier for me to go into purchase history because I know that screen is a little bit small. So apologies because my purchase history is minimal. Let me go into all available orders. And to get there, I just did the drop down by my name again and went into purchase history, which is the top button. So this is where you can not only export the purchase history here, but you can also integrate it with QuickBooks if that is your accounting tool that you use. That is one of the benefits of our online experience for pros, is to be able to integrate QuickBooks into your purchase history from Home Depot. So that is definitely an added benefit. Let's see, and you can go in and see who the buyer was, which card was used. You can, of course, assign PO and job names. This isn't something that I've done, but this is a great way that pros organize and manage their businesses.
That's great. I didn't know you could add that there. You can also add that at the register when you're checking out.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see, let's go back to, and feel free to interrupt me anytime with any questions or anything you want me to go into in more detail. One thing I also like to call out is creating lists. This is a really great way when you're shopping. You know, let's say you have different tiers of maybe bathrooms when you're remodeling, kind of, you know, you're just basic, most cost efficient bathroom remodel, and then your middle of the road, and then your more luxury one. You can create different lists where you have all of these items saved in your account to make it easier to go in and purchase them again.
That's great.
And again, sorry, easier for me to probably go in here. Let's see, list.
It's really good for reordering things you've bought in the past you like, and you can't remember what it was. You can go through your purchase history and find that.
Exactly. So, I mean, and I did this, you know, even when I was shopping for outdoor furniture myself a little over a year ago, when COVID first hit and I realized I needed to spruce up my backyard area, I think as most of us did, and, you know, just threw a couple of things in here that I wanted to go back and check. This is where I was sort of talking about 3 different tiers of a bathroom, you know, different things that you can just add in these lists. And then should you want to purchase them, you can click into the list and select all and add to cart, or you can only select certain items and add them to the cart. And then I also want to show you guys while you're shopping how you can add an item to a list or create. So let's say we want to do some grilling. Right here, this little orange pop-up button. Bandwidth is not, there we go. You can either create a new list here, grills, and save, or you could have added to an existing list that you already had. So it makes it really easy to create as you go and as you're browsing. Let's see. Next, I want to show you the feature of sharing a cart with somebody. So let's say, you know, you have a purchaser on your team and they've created a cart, but you want to approve it first. You want to see it before they buy. It's very, very simple to add items to your cart. And then there's a little button that says share your cart, and then you just type in their name and their email and you send it right to them. So that makes it very convenient to verify, to approve purchases.
That's very slick.
Mm-hmm. Also, creating quotes is a great tool. Not only is it convenient for quoting a project or a job that you have coming up, but it will also lock in pricing for those items for a week, which is very, very important. And so this walks you through that. Let me see, what else?
Would that be a great spot for working on your volume pricing bid?
Mm-hmm. So I can show you, let's see, where is it? I believe over here in Pro Extra Perks. Again, I went to my name, drop down Pro Extra Perks. This is the page that will take you to show how much spend you have left until you've unlocked your next reward. Please disregard mine. I'm not on like a perks program per se, but it shows you your spend, your Pro Extra dollars, your tool rental perks, anything that's available to you. So I don't have in here, the paint discounts and everything like that, but this is where you can go to your program details over here under where it says Pro Extra, and see all of the different rewards and benefits that are available to you, how to get the most out of your Pro Extra membership using your virtual ID, and everything like that. And then this will also, same thing over here under Pro Extra, this also takes you to pricing, and this is where it will show you your paint rewards, what tier you are, what discounts you have, and everything like that. And then this also walks you through volume pricing. If you have any questions on that, there's a ton of really great tools for you here.
Okay, let's back up just a minute on those. On the paint discount, you put your phone number that you registered your account with into the register, and that gives you your paint discount as you're checking out. So your Pro account ID is your phone number you register with, right? And then on the volume pricing, can we go over how to get that volume pricing?
So the volume pricing is already applied to most accounts. If you have any issues with that, you can call the Pro customer support line, which is all the way up here at the very top left-hand corner, 525-5000. And I'd actually like to just walk you all through the more you buy, the more you save. So it's for everyday low pricing, which Home Depot already has. But the larger the orders, the more you're shopping with us, the more you're gonna save. So assemble your project list, bring it to the Pro desk, and the associates will get you the lowest price possible. And so the VPP will start on orders over 1,500. So once you've hit that tier, it just keeps going from there. And so at this stage, I think you guys have already joined Pro Extra, but maybe I should back up a little bit and say if anybody hasn't, you just go to homedepot.com/pro and create an account from there. Subscriptions are something else that I really like to call out, because anything, if it's, we're about to go into deck season. So if you are assembling decks and need deck screws repeatedly, just one of those things that you can never have too much of, just put it on a subscription and you'll get 5% off plus free delivery on products that are eligible. So here is, calls out a couple of much needed items that are available for subscriptions, but I think you'll find when you're shopping that most of them are available, and it's also very, very easy to cancel if needed. But definitely a great way to save money on items that you are shopping frequently. So those are usually the highlights that I cover. Like I said, I just can't speak enough good things about the Resource Center. This is where we have webinars that have been pre-recorded, videos, how-to guides, frequently asked questions, and again, our Pro customer support line up here at the top is always available for you as well. I did go over our QuickBooks feature, which here is a guide on how to sync that, because it definitely can be, I wouldn't say complicated, but questions can definitely arise whenever we're, integrating two different systems. So that is a really great tool for you. And with that, I just, do you have any questions or anything else that you'd like for me to cover?
Yeah, I want to briefly cover the rebate program for people. That's one of the best benefits if you're doing a lot of flipping or remodeling. So the rebate runs every 6 months. So you qualify during January through June, and you must spend at least $5,000 during that segment of time. Once you do, your rebate starts accumulating from the first dollar you spent. And then your rebate will come to you in the mail. So you need to make sure your account address is correct, that if you've moved, make sure you update your address so that the rebate gets to you. And also if any credit cards expire, make sure that you update those expiry dates so that you get your full rebate. And then that either rebate card will come to you in the mail a couple months after the end of the 6-month period, or if you've spent enough, you'll actually get a check if you've spent more than $1,000. And then again, that rebate process starts again from July until the end of the year. So every 6 months, you qualify for that $5,000 threshold, and then you'll gain your rebate if you do. Did I say everything right there?
Yeah, you did. And that's exactly why, and I'll go back to it because in case anybody missed it at the beginning, why it is so important to properly attach your agreement code to your profile. And that is here under agreement code, that's in your profile, because without the NREA agreement code attached, the rebate tracking does not go into place.
Right, and one of the contractors I was just talking to that's in our club, he forgot to update his expiry. So his rebate went from usually being about 2,000 down to 600. So he was a little miffed that he forgot that. Mm-hmm. So make sure you do.
Yeah.
The appliance program, Randall, I know you don't know everything about every program out there. So the appliance program, fill in if you know more than I do. You go to the REIP's website and you download a page that you can fill in any appliance you see on the Home Depot website or the store, and then you submit it down to corporate Atlanta and they'll give you a further reduced price. I've heard it's about 5%. I don't know exactly how they discount it, but definitely worth taking the energy if you're buying some kitchen appliances or washer and dryer. Check it out to see what kind of savings you can get that way. And then you'll get your rebate on top of that if you qualify. So about 7% off in your appliances by going through that process. And then there's also a cabinet discount with Hampton Bay. So there's 7 different ways you can save at Home Depot through being a REIPs member or a local, if you're a different area, another local REIA that's involved with this program. That's all the things I can think of. Do you want anything else you can think of?
No, I think that's it. Thank you guys for taking the time. Like I said, this is your best place to go if you have any questions, is our 800 number or the resource center. But we're definitely here at Home Depot to support you guys in any way we can. We hope this enhanced pro experience website is useful for you guys. And thank you for having me and allowing me to walk you through everything.
Thank you so much. This has been great. I love it because it's always a little bit tough to describe all these benefits and at one time. So this is awesome. Thank you.
Of course.